everyone. Welcome to the second edition of YouTube Insights Hangout on Air. I'm Tara Walpert-Levy, and I lead the ads marketing team here at YouTube. This episode always follows our release of the YouTube Insights report. And so we have a great group today to talk about, in particular, fanship, the difference between a passive viewer and a truly engaged fan. Why don't we, just to sort of warm up, I'd love to get a sense, if we're going to spend a lot of this conversation talking about fans and how you build fans, would love to get a sense from each of you of, is there a brand that you are a particular fan of as a consumer?
Yeah, so I love GoPro. I actually love to ski and I love video, as you know, so it combines two of my passions.
Yeah, I'm a big fan and have been for a long time of Lego.
It's called Kid Made Modern. It's a line of craft supplies created by Todd Oldham.
Dove and what they've done from a content perspective.
For me, it's Nikka whiskey, which is a Japanese brand, and I just, you know, from a consumption end, I would have to call them.
So, you know, we talk sometimes about the fact that YouTube today reaches more 18 to 34-year-olds than any cable network. But, you know, is that what matters? Is it the reach that matters, or is it the level of engagement? And, you know, do you think that the folks on YouTube are viewers, or are they fans? Does it depend what they're watching? And how do you guys think about it?
From a professional standpoint, I would say that I'm, you know, especially in this capacity, I'm a fan of any brand that is, you know, willing to really engage in a dialogue around what branded content is and what it could be.
As soon as you've chosen to watch the content, it automatically moves you closer on that continuum to more of a fan.
So it's really amazing to think about all the fans out there and the fact that they're just so passionate about brands that they're actually creating content. It's not just sharing it or viewing it, but actually creating videos dedicated to your brand. And so many brands out there don't even know that content exists.
We are fans of brands in real life, right? I mean, every person develops these relationships.
Some of my favorite data from the Insight report was around women liking cake and men liking bacon. One thing interesting in response to Zay's love for whiskey is actually, if you look at the data in terms of what cooking topics skew most male, it's whiskey and corn dog. So you're right.
There you go. There you go. I have been proven analytically to be male.
As you're pointing out, you know, the customers are there all the time. They want to have that. If you're going to have a strong relationship, it's going to be there all the time. And thinking about sort of how we navigate to that kind of behavior is interesting and challenging. Allison, I don't know if that's something you see in your data.
This transition happening from campaign-based marketing to this evergreen concept where you have to create a channel that's always living and always interacting with fans, which can be quite challenging. But I think it's actually just about changing the way you think about it. I think there are 3 secrets to YouTube success in terms of growing a channel. The first is content, so it's very much about the content that you create. The second is collaborations, so it's really important to collaborate with native YouTube talent and people who already have audiences on YouTube. I think when you're starting from scratch, it's very hard, and one of the best ways to do it is partner with existing talent on the platform. And the third is consistency, which we've already discussed a bit, and this concept of evergreen. And even if it's posting once a month and that's your consistency, I think it's really important to establish a schedule.
Those two models are mutually exclusive either. There's certainly a need in marketing to have big spikes where you dominate in your category, where you really grab people's hearts. But that's not a sustainable model. It's about layering, right? Where maybe in order to get that big spike, you do something that's very broad, very mass, and push it as much as you can pull with it. And then it's layering in stuff where if you've got a smaller fan base, how do you keep them feeling like you're nurturing that relationship and be okay that maybe that the view count of those assets may not get into the millions, but the people who are engaging deeply and are committed to you and are acting upon it.
So curious to just get some reaction on, you know, what role do you think promotion plays in the appreciation and development of fans for your content?
One of the cool things about TrueView is it really is earned media in a way. So because people are choosing to watch and they skip if they don't want to watch it, and you're literally only paying for people that are viewing that content through.
This is the bar you need to cross now. You now know if people are walking away from your ad there. You've interrupted them, you've bothered them, you've wasted their time, they're skipping you. That's not just like a, oh shucks, that's a fail, a creative fail, and hopefully this becomes a key metric not just of hey, did we get people to watch this thing? But is our work touching people? Is it connecting with people? Can that be a key data point for us as we think about what makes for effective work?
I think like sometimes too when we've had even resistance from clients who haven't done like a true view before, they don't understand the matchmaking capabilities. You have this great content, but if it's in the right place, you're just kind of, you know, they're putting you together. You're the opening act for the thing that the person really wants to see. So to Bryan's point, we have to create great content, but it has to kind of honor the environment, honor the content creator, and honor the reason why the people are there in the first place.
We're going to give just one simple piece of advice to a brand that's watching this and thinking about, gosh, I really should be investing more significantly in developing my fan base. What piece of advice would you give them?
You know, when you have success with a piece of content, thinking about iterating on it, I think, is a really awesome thing, right? I mean, a lot of times a brand will have a big hit and then it'll be another 6 months, 8 months, year before another big campaign comes out. But all that time, I think you can think about iterating against, hey, why do you think that video worked? What exactly resonated? Let's try something else. Let's try another video. Let's try a series of videos where the content producer and the brand are iterating experimentally with the use of data towards something.
Or which is experiment, because this is early days right now.
Having a little bit more humble approach than probably what we typically as big brands have had.
Your fans are on YouTube, and you should be there too. I mean, it's important to be a part of the conversation that they're already having.
Recognize them as fans and treat them like fans.
One of the biggest things I take from this is as we talk to marketers to tap into those same emotional aspects and remember marketers are people too. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.